There have been some strange and even dangerous sports in the Olympics history. Here are a few we think should come back, and some that definitely shouldn't.
Let's dig into this.
In one of the strangest swimming events ever, distance plunging was an official sport at the 1904 Olympics at the St. Louis World's Fair. There were 5 competitors and all were American. The rules were simple. You dove into the water and held your breath for 60 seconds, or until your head came out of the water. Using arms or legs was against the rules. Whoever went the furthest won. William Dickey's plunge was 62.5 feet, taking the gold medal that year. Since the event has never been held again, he holds the only gold medal in distance plunging, and the Olympic record to this day. The event will probably never come back as it wasn't very exciting to watch swimmers float down the pool. But who knows?
In what can only be called a very dangerous idea, the 200-meter swimming obstacle course was an event at the 1900 Summer Olympics in Paris. Competitors had to swim to a pole and climb over it, proceed to a row of boats and climb over them, and then swim under another row of boats. 5 countries competed, and there were 10 swimmers in the final. Frederick Lane of Australia took gold, finishing in 2 minutes and 38 seconds, just 2 seconds faster than the silver medalist. The event was never held again, and never should be.
It wasn't an official event at the 1900 Paris Olympics, but ballooning was held with competitors for distance traveled, highest altitude achieved, and longest flight time. 61 men and 3 women participated in the demonstration competition. The balloons were powered with hydrogen or coal gas and had no other power or motors. French balloonist Henri Delavue set world records in distance and flight duration during the competition. His distance record was 1,237 kilometers, over 768 miles. The 1900 Paris Olympics also held competitions in kite flying, and the skies around Paris must have been something to see.
The tug of war was actually an event in the ancient Olympics and returned for the modern Olympics 5 times between 1900 and 1920. It may be time to revive this event. In the Olympics of 1900 and 1904, teams of 5 or 6 competed, while the number rose to a maximum of 8 later. While the American teams won all 3 medals at the 1904 Olympics, the British won more medals than any other country, with a total of 5 medals overall. The London Police Force team won gold in 1908. The event was cut when the Olympics Committee decided there were too many events.
In an event that conjures slapping faces with gloves and defending one's honor, pistol dueling was an official event in the 1906 Games at Athens, and again in the 1908 Olympics. And it was a bit weird. In the 1906 Games, which were sort of a let's try an Olympics in between the Olympics held only in Athens, shooters fired dueling pistols at wax dummies from 20 and 30 meters. Medals were awarded but not officially recognized by the Olympics. In 1908, the event was held in the fencing arena in front of invited guests. Teams participated with 2 men facing each other at 20 meters and firing wax bullets. Athletes wore heavy padding and face and hand protection. The French team won, and the event has not been held since, and hopefully never will be.
Croquet was the first event where women participated, and it was another event that was only held at the 1900 Olympics in France. A total of 10 players, 7 men and 3 women, entered, and all were French. So, of course, France won all 7 medals awarded in singles and doubles events. Only 1 spectator attended the events, which may be why it was discontinued.
In an event most kids hate in gym class, rope climbing was an official event in 5 Olympics between 1904 and 1932. In the first competition, athletes began from a seated position on the floor, and the rope was an amazing 14 meters or 49.9 feet high. Only pulling by hands and arms was allowed. Feet could not be used. Points were given for both speed and style. Later, the rope was shortened to 25 feet. The first gold medalist was American George Iser, who competed with a wooden leg.
Here's an event that it's probably best not to repeat. The pole archery or popinjay event was held in the 1900 Olympics and repeated in 1920. Artificial birds were perched on pole cross beams or wires, and archers shot them in individual and team events. The sport was quite popular in France and Belgium, and in 1920 only Belgium entered the large and small bird events, taking every medal.
And speaking of birds and shooting, an event from the 1900 Olympic Games would turn most folks' stomachs nowadays. Before clay pigeon shooting, they actually used live birds for this competition. The birds were released from boxes inside a fenced ring, and the shot bird had to fall within the ring for a score. Over 300 pigeons were shot, 21 by gold medalist Leon de London. We couldn't find a record of how many lucky pigeons got away.
Trick riders have been around a long time, from circuses to rodeos. If you attach a vault to a saddle, you get a sport from the 1920 Olympics. Sort of. The equestrian vault, also called figure riding, was part of the 1920 Olympics in Belgium. The competition required various jumps onto and from the horse, with freestyle acrobatic moves made while the horse walked around a ring. France, Sweden, and Belgium were the only countries entered in the event, and Belgium took gold and bronze, with France taking the silver medal. The competition was dropped after one Olympics appearance. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And let us know what you think of these events in the comments. Hey, here's another Dragon Den video you might like.
And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button.
And you can hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when our videos come out.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.